following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Welcome back to part 3 of Top Rope Really, episode 123. Or 123.
123?
Great minds think alike.
We do.
Let's start off with, we're going to talk about the greatest WrestleMania pay-per-view tournament.
We're coming down to the nitty and the gritty.
We're in the semifinal rounds. So we have WrestleMania 3. Hulk Hogan, the champion, defeating Andre the Giant for the WWE title.
Yes.
At WrestleMania 3 and WrestleMania 26 takes on the Undertaker, defeating Shawn Michaels, no DQ, streak versus career match.
That's bad. That's kind of hard. Before we make a decision, let's talk about the other one matches.
Okay. And our second match,
WrestleMania 12. HBK defeated Bret Hart, who was the WWF champion, in a 1-0 in overtime 60-minute Iron Man match.
The only Iron Man match for WrestleMania.
The only Iron Man match at WrestleMania. Taking on WrestleMania 14.
Yes.
Okay. Steve Austin defeating HBK for the WWF Championship with Tyson as the special ring enforcer.
And that's Mike Tyson, not Tyson Kidd. Or Tomko. Tyson Tomko.
He's a problem solver.
But he may come back like a few other ones they want to.
Why?
Have you seen the list of people they talking about making?
No, you better show it to me when we get done.
The same list, like why? Great Khali.
Did you see the video? The video that Corey Graves did the voiceover for, side note real quick, because it's stupid, said 5 WWE legends that could return.
That's what I'm talking about, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
One of them was Great Khali, and the other legend was Kozlov. He's not a legend, he's just a former wrestler, okay?
Out of those 5, Victoria, be okay with her coming.
I'd be totally fine with it. Who was the other 2?
Scott Steiner.
I'd be alright with that. Like a one-off thing, or Royal Rumble or something. And I can't remember who the other one was. Not a frickin' clue.
That should tell you something
That should
about
tell you how much it matters.
how much of a legend they are. Well, who in the house? How about that?
And they might have been the one we forgot, maybe a good one, because the other 2 that we talked about first was so horrible.
Yes.
Nobody wants to see Great Khali or Kozlov show up anywhere.
They make sure they let you know they beat Undertaker.
Both of them, they're like, well, they had goofy characters later, but remember, they beat the Undertaker. They were great at one time.
Oh my God, who hasn't beat the Undertaker?
Right.
AJ Styles is going to beat the Undertaker. They're going to say, what the hell? How does a TNA guy beat the Undertaker?
Right.
Vince ain't doing. Vince is crazy. More death threats for Vince.
Right. Linda gets in that cabinet, ain't nobody going to be messing with Vince no more. She's going to be in charge.
Anyway. She better watch her, you know what, son.
What's she going to watch?
She better watch
her. He'd be grabbing it.
Her hoo-ha!
Like Eric Bischoff did. Oh, storylines. Anyway, Steve Austin, you forgot about all that, dude. Yes. He made out with that one. Steve Austin defeated HBK, and that was when the Austin era has begun.
But before, the one that's taken on it, where they had the Iron Man match, was a boyhood dream has come true.
Has come true, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we've got the biggest slam heard around the world taking on
2 of the greats.
2 of the greats as Shawn Michaels goes to the house to go hunt some beers. Yep. Then you got HBK's career basically starting in the main event.
Yep.
And then you got Steve Austin's career starting in the main event.
Yes.
So what do we do?
What do we do?
We're setting up the finals right now.
This is the finals, I know.
What do we do?
You want to go over the backstage Meanest feuds and come back, or you want to do it?
This guy.
This is something you got to think about. I mean, these are 4 tough ones. This is what it comes. Of all the WrestleMania main events, these are the 4.
These are the final 4.
Yes. At a 30.
Was that NBA, the final 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Out of 32 main events, we're down to this. And 2 has HBK.
Oh.
What was that to you?
2, 3 of them.
Three? Oh, yeah, that's right, because it wasn't
HBK.
shot. Wow.
I think we like him. I don't know.
I think somebody, no wonder he is Mr. WrestleMania. This
He's
proves
in-
it.
He's in 3 of the top. He could face himself not only in the semifinals, but in the finals. That's crazy. So we're going to go forward with the Meanest Backstage Wrestling Feuds, and we're going to wait.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll have a decision at the end of this part.
At the end of segment number 3 here,
Yes.
we're going to think about it. We like to talk about it. We got to think about it.
Yes. We don't talk about it. Now we're going to think
We
about
got
it.
to chew on it a little bit, you know?
Yes.
So first we're going to talk about our number 2 Meanest Backstage Wrestling Feuds. This one is like, I wonder which number 1 is because this is huge.
Yeah.
This was like the biggest.
You're thinking, okay, WWE, WCW, TNA
This is all
stuff.
Puerto Rico.
But this goes back. This is a bad one.
Let me just tell you, this is murder. Okay, people? This goes back to murder.
Yeah.
Which makes number 1 mean like, okay, if they're mad about who slept with whose girlfriend, then it better be something pretty big because number 2 has to do with murder. So the number 1 better be big. Okay.
How do you top murder?
How do you top murder?
Maybe it's double murder on the first one.
Oh, Benoit. Okay. Anyway, too soon.
Yeah.
Too soon. It's not backstage.
It's
It's
not
not a
backstage.
backstage feud.
No.
Sorry, guys.
Go ahead.
Send all your hate mail to this guy. Anyway, Bruiser Brody. No, I'm not looking behind me. Not looking behind me here.
Soak it in.
Soak it in.
Put you on the list, and I mean part 4 if you keep it up.
Oh, the list. We have a list.
We have a list.
Jericho's been watching, I guess.
Yes.
So Bruiser Brody taking on the Invader.
Not Vader.
Not Vader. Not the guy who's going to apparently pass away in 2 years. Or whatever it was. So sad.
That was 6 months.
No, that's,
That's
Jimmy
Jimmy
Snuka.
Snuka. Yeah.
He's terminal.
But get him in the Hall. Oh, never mind. He's already in the Hall of Fame.
Well, no, it's been taken away. He's on suspension, remember? He's suspended from the... what if he passes away during the court proceedings? Do they give him back his Hall of Fame? Here you go. I'm sorry.
They'll just
You're dead.
You look in there, he'll be back.
His
on
name
this.
will be back on there.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tamina. That's
Him and
awkward.
Hulk Hogan.
Like, we just threw Hulk Hogan at the same time. We thought you'd never notice. Okay, so anyway, July the 16th. Anyway.
Hello, we're laughing about dirt. We're talking about murder, not double murder. Double murder is the first one.
That's
We're laughing
horrible.
about murder. Some poor wrestler gets killed. But it wasn't the Invader.
No, it was not the Invader, ladies and gentlemen. And this is before I was born here. A few months. July 16th, 1988. Frank Bruiser Brody Goodish. Goodish? I guess
That
that
was
was
Goshen, but it could be Goodish.
Well, it's spelled Goodish.
It is spelled Goodish, you're right.
We're just going to say Brody.
Yeah.
Whenever
Bruiser
Goodish
Brody.
comes up,
Frank Brody.
I like it. That's a good name.
It is a good game.
That's a good name. Was in Puerto Rico for the World Wrestling Council to wrestle Dan Spivey.
Was it dangerous Dan Spivey?
I don't know what they called it. I'm just telling you, this man has been taken over a Top Rope Reality this week.
Yes.
And was at the venue.
And was not part of Power Team USA.
It's just so stupid. Power Team USA? I've never even heard of that.
Soak it in!
His bad information. Soak all that in. It was at the venue in the locker rooms preparing for the match when José Huertas González, the middle name I got nothing. Jose Gonzalez, okay, how about we say that? Who wrestled under a hood. That means mask for people that don't know. As Invader 1 asked him to step into the shower area to talk business.
That's never good.
I'm sorry, that's kind of gross.
First year in Puerto Rico. Sorry, you know. The Shining Stars come to, you know, we don't.
Now, this is the dark
Part of-
part
yes.
of Puerto Rico, not the shining part of it.
No.
What happened next is a matter for conjuncture, as the only witnesses were Brody and Gonzalez, and the only man lived to tell. Only one man lived to tell the tale. There were noises of a scuffle and then shouts. Tony Atlas, Bruiser Brody's friend, ran to his side when it was confirmed that Gonzalez had stabbed the man with such force his lungs and liver had been pierced.
That's some force.
Force.
That sounds like multiple stabs.
Right. Medical attention didn't reach Brody in
They're
time.
in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Back in
Nobody cares.
1988.
Nobody cares. And you had to get on the payphone. You had to do the whole dial.
Probably took an hour for them to get there.
He died of blood loss before it was possible. It'd probably been better to put him in the car.
Yeah, drive.
Just drive
I
and
know.
take it to him.
It's not like he bled out. Yes.
Yes, he died of blood loss before it was possible to treat him. When police arrived at the scene, they informed Atlas and Dutch Mantell, who was also present, who is... What's his other name? Zeb Coulter, that they'd been informed that a fan had gate crashed the backstage area and attacked Brody. Something untrue. I don't know the other word. Verifiably untrue.
Look at you guys.
Woo! I had to just soak it in for a second.
You had to jump over it and then jump right on it, yes.
When confronted by police, Invader claimed that Brody had assaulted him. Given that the massive Bruiser Brody was a foot taller than Invader and prone to legitimate loss of temper and acts of violence, his story that he was acting in self-defense was believed in a majority verdict in court. Puerto Rican jury trials don't require an unanimous verdict, and González was cleared of all charges. Curiously, and leading to accusations that the trial had been fixed, neither Tony Atlas nor Dutch Mantel were asked to provide any form of witness evidence to the court. If the conspiracy theories are true and González did murder Bruiser Brody, then it's possible that the business was behind it. Apparently, Bruiser Brody had spoken to Atlas of finally getting in a couple of days earlier.
Some wrestling speak.
Apparently, Tony Atlas took that to mean. Oh, here we go.
We're gonna find
out. We're gonna find out. Here we go. Tony Atlas took that to mean that Brody, who had built a reputation as a maverick free agent who drifted from promotion to promotion, from territory to territory, but who was 42 and slowing down, had bought into a wrestling promotion as his retirement package. Because back then, wrestlers could basically buy a portion of the business. The Briscoes did that with Florida. So, where we at? I thought there was something behind me. I was like, whoa!
There is. A couple of shirts about.
That's true.
Rudolph.
The red-nosed reindeer. The implication was that the promotion he was buying into was Puerto Rico's WWC, the company that González helped to run as the booker. It's likely now that no one will ever know the reason for Bruiser Brody's death, but given the wall of silence from every local wrestler in that locker room, the false statements given to the police at the scene, and oddly skewed trial that resulted, is pretty clear that González's self-defense story doesn't hold much water. Whatever the case, the death of Bruiser Brody remains one of the most horrific examples of a backstage feud going wrong in wrestling history.
That is, I'm trying to think of one. I've seen them all. I cannot tell you what number one is, but it cannot be as bad as 2. 2 should be number 1.
Right, there was death involved.
There was death involved. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That's like,
it's not like Hogan buried me. I hate you.
Slapping somebody across the face,
right.
or spitting. That's stabbing somebody to death.
That's what that is. Right. Scary, right?
It is.
That's how he felt.
It's like, I'm going to start with the showers. And,
I'm sorry, when you tell me to come to the shower for top business, then I know something got to be up. Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That is weird. And we lost a great wrestler in Bruiser Brody.
We did. Somebody who never really, he didn't get it on the big stage. I mean, he did all the different territories, but he didn't stick around just in the NWA or just in WWF or something like that. Right. You know, he was just all over the place.
World Class, AWA, Puerto Rico. So, yeah, he went all over. But yeah, it was very sad. But I'm very shocked to see what number 1. I'm going to look back and see what number 1 is. Because how can it be worse than that?
Hopefully it would not be double murder. If it has, then I definitely forgot about that.
Yeah. But let's talk about the
greatest.
We'll go over the 25 greatest, which you probably don't like, and probably say, well, what about this guy? Oh, what about this guy?
So make your comments on YouTube, where you're watching this video right now. Go make your comments underneath the video.
Why is he in this list? He's not greatest of all time. This guy should be here. Or this guy should be there. Why you got this person here?
Well, we'll explain to you why.
But here's the greatest 25 top rope realities. Greatest 25.
Top rope reality, the reason why is because this is how we come up with our 25. So this man made a list of 30. I made a list of 30. We combined them together. Just made a sandwich with it. Okay?
We had 19 of the same.
Of the same. 19 out of 30.
And we weren't doing this together.
Actually, 19 out of 60. Total.
Yes.
60 wrestlers. I had 19, he had 19, that we named exactly the same. So we took 22, okay, and we had to go from 19 to 25, so 6. Am I correct on the math here?
You are.
So we had to come up with 6 more names to come up with the final 25 out of 22 names. You know that's a lot harder than it looks.
It is.
Okay. I sat there and contemplated because out of the 22, he had 3 and I had 3 to make the 6 and a 6. Okay, to make that total 6.
Right.
3 and 3.
Of course.
3 is hard to come up with.
It is when you have a list of a lot left.
And they were great.
Yes.
They were great.
But here is the 25 who made the list of Top Rope Reality's greatest wrestlers
Now,
of all time.
is this in order of any way?
No, it's just how they were typed in.
But
We can start from the bottom.
I like to start from the bottom. I like to start from the number 25.
Okay.
It's like a countdown.
Who comes in at number 25, Justin?
Kane!
Wow, Kane, the big red monster.
The big red monster, the big red machine, the devil's favorite demon, the authority's favorite puppet, etc., 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 etc.
Coming up the charts at number 24.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I'm going to get a lot of hate for that one.
We are. Number 23.
Brock Lesnar.
Number 22.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got, yes, Daniel Bryan is number 22 out of 25.
Number 21.
Is the rated R Edge. Rated R Superstar.
Number 20.
Number 20. Starting out the top 20 here. The greatest wrestler to ever be.
Yes.
An Olympic gold medalist with a broken frickin' neck. Kurt Angle.
Number 19.
Number 19, the man, he lost his smile. He had a boyhood dream come true.
He did.
And he tried twice to beat the man. But he couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
Second time, he lost his career. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the HB Shizzle. Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels.
Coming in number 18 on the list.
Number 18. This man has done it all.
Yes.
Done it all, ladies and gentlemen. He even wore polka dots. He hung out with Sapphire.
Sweet, sweet Sapphire.
He is the common man. The American dream, if you will. He is Dr. Rose.
You have to say it that way. You have to. It's like law.
American dream, if
It's
you
like
will.
law. In wrestling law, you have to say it that way.
That's true.
And number 17 on the list.
Number 17, Viva la Raza! Who's your pappy? Right?
Yes.
This man, one of the greatest of all time. Number 17, gone too soon.
Yes.
Gone way too soon, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly. Is Latino Heat, as Jerry Lawler would say. Eddie Guerrero.
Coming in at number 16 on this list.
Number 16, he's a fighter. Champion. Booker T.
Number 15.
Number 15. Might get a little flack for the number. But like we said, it's in no particular order, really.
No, it's not in particular order.
We've got Andre the Giant, who is not the Big Show's daddy. I'm just going to let y'all know that.
Coming in at number 14 with a bullet.
Number 14, the guy who has the shovel and the sledgehammer. He knocks you out, then he buries you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the creator, the man behind the greatest brand there ever was.
Yes.
The man behind the glorious one. We have Triple H.
Coming in at number 13.
Number-
Unlucky 13.
Ooh, that's a scary man to be 13, though.
That is
You
true.
know? He may use that number to his advantage because, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a man who grew up in the business, grew up around the business, who has brothers and sisters in the business,
And
who
father.
had a father in the business.
Had a rough life,
Had
too.
a very rough life.
Yeah.
DVD is phenomenal, but DVD is sad.
Yes.
He had a downfall and a resurrection, if you will. Another good one to watch.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Slytherin snake before there was ever a viper.
Or a rattlesnake.
Or a rattlesnake. This is Jake the Snake Roberts.
Number 12.
Number 12. He is the best there was, the best there ever will be, and best there is, right?
And still thinks he is.
What is it? Best there is, best there was, best there ever will be,
Yes.
and the most bitter man in the world today, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Number 11.
Ooh, I tell you what, number 11, who's done it all.
He has.
He has done it all. A couple of the things he's done 3 or 4 different times. He is the greatest homegrown talent to ever come out of TNA, and he is the only man to ever have won the TNA, well actually the NWA World Championship, the TNA World Championship, the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, and the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. That makes him a bona fide Hall of Famer one day, and that man is the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
But is he the greatest one?
We'll have to find out one day.
Coming the top 10, folks. At number 10.
Number 10, this is the man who made it popular to flick off your boss and tell him where to stick it.
Yes.
He is the one who's famous for taking the beers and cleaning them together only because ECW wasn't seen on all television at the time. This man right here took Mikey Whipwreck's whippersnapper and made it into the Stone Cold Stunner. So basically ECW created Stone Cold because Sandman was doing the beer drinking first. Ladies and gentlemen, number 10 on our list is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Number 9.
Number 9. Well, he's a Brahma Bull.
He is.
He's an eyebrow raising pie. Son of a gun. And if you're pretty enough, he might offer you some strudel. Ladies and gentlemen.
Lay us the smack it down.
He will lay the smack it down at the SmackDown Hotel.
He is he's also the sexiest man alive,
according to one of those magazines.
People Magazine, yes.
Yes. This man right here is the most popular wrestler because of the movies, but he's also the richest wrestler because of the movies. Wasn't really all the wrestling got his money, but in the list, if you ever look at the money they make, he is the richest wrestler there is. Ladies and gentlemen, he is The Rock.
And could he be
the next president?
It could be that too. But is he going to be the greatest?
Will he be the greatest? We don't know.
Number 8 on our list of the top 25.
This man had a streak to end all streaks, and we're not talking Goldberg. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking one of the greatest men to ever be in this business. He went from being Texas Red or some weird name like that in Texas. He was the Punisher, I believe, as well. He was mean.
Yes, he was mean.
He was mean.
He was.
He was old mean Mark. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the man who they put a gimmick on him and he flew it to the moon. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the one and the only Undertaker.
Number 7.
Number 7, ladies and gentlemen. Soak it all in. You got the man who's created the list. The man who has a 1,004 holds.
Yes.
We've got the man who was friends with Ralphus, the security guard.
A 9-time
Intercontinental champion. Multiple-time World Heavyweight Champion.
The
first ever man to beat The Rock and Stone Cold in the same night to become the first ever undisputed champion in the WWE, only to lose at WrestleMania to Triple H. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the man who can reinvent himself so many times you don't get bored seeing him pop up every now and then. We're talking about Chris Jericho, the Ayatollah of rock and roll.
And could he be
the greatest?
Coming in at number 6.
The man who's had a few wrestlers break his neck.
Yes.
His own one of his own proteges, Larry Savisco, broke his neck. Correct?
He did.
Stan Hansen, I believe, was one of them.
He also owns a record that will never be broken.
Yes, he is the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion for the WWE/WWF/WWF. Because it's all in one company. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about who had like how many years was it? It was a lot.
It was like 7.
It was a lot. Not as many years as Fabulous Moolah, but we're not talking about the ladies here. We are talking about the man who just recently won the Hall of Fame.
Thanks to Triple H.
Thanks to Triple H, yes, because Vince has got a big ego. We're talking about Bruno Sammartino.
Number 5. Ooh, we're in the home stretch.
Freak out! Freak out! There he he is right there. We're talking about the Macho Man, the Macho King, the man who made eating Slim Jims, snapping into a Slim Jim popular.
Yes, that's true.
We are talking about Bonesaw from Spider-Man.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, who was also very highly underrated because he was always being overshadowed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about Macho Man Randy Savage, who made it popular to talk with a raspy voice.
Yeah, that is true. And then now we're down to the
Final four.
The home stretch of home stretches, coming in number 4.
Number 4, the man who made it possible for me to really become a fan for wrestling. This man right here was the reason I watched wrestling as a child. This man right here put the face paint on and made the kids go crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about Sting.
Number 3.
Number 3, everybody's favorite.
Everybody's favorite.
This guy, we'll give it away to you right now, is hosting Saturday Night Live next week.
Next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about a 15 time, I'm not counting it 15 times, okay? But the 15-time World Heavyweight Champion, a former United States Champion, Tag Team Champion, but never held the Intercontinental Gold. We are talking...
Should do that.
He should do that, shouldn't he? Because that's one thing Flair didn't get to do, and he did it before he retired. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about Mr. Nikki Bella. Talking about John Cena.
Now we've named 23.
23. Yes.
Count that right here.
23.
I think I think y'all can pretty much smart enough out there
if you watch it
to
enough.
know who would be the first 2. But let's not go off. Number 2.
Number 2, ladies and gentlemen, he came from the Mid-Atlantic area to take over the WWE for 2 years, just to go back to the Mid-Atlantic area to take over WCW. This man right here has the most reigns of anybody in the business. This guy right here is a 16-time World Heavyweight Champion. He was a wheeling and dealing, kiss stealing, jet flying, limousine riding son of a gun. And if you got in line to ride him, I tell you, them ladies,
Ride Space Mountain.
the ladies loved to ride Space Mountain.
Yes, they did.
It might be the longest line, but it's the greatest ride. We're talking about the Nature Boy, woo, Ric Flair.
And number 1.
Number 1, we're big fans of this guy.
Remember, this is no certain order, so don't think, well,
That's true.
Number 1, he should be number 1.
That's how you typed it up.
That's how it types it up.
But ladies and gentlemen, number 1, here we go. He is the leader of the Hulkamaniacs.
He is.
He is a multi-time, 9-time champion, I think it is.
Probably.
Multiple-time champion in both WCW and the WWE. Came from the AWA to be immortalized in the WWE by slamming Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3, which brings us back to what we got to talk about in just a second.
Yes, we
But
did.
number 1 is Hulk Hogan.
Now, since you did a great job, as all I did was call off numbers, you did a great job. I'm going to let you start off.
Some of them got no introduction.
So we're going to go back and forth. This week he will be the first to pick one, and I'll be the second. And next week I'll be the first to take off one, and he'll be the second. And we'll go back and forth like that. But ladies and gentlemen, who out of this top 25 is going to say goodbye this first week?
Ooh, we got to take care of 2. I got to pick 1.
You're picking 1, I pick 1, and that is it till next week.
And I'm not doing this because of the order they're in, but my particular pick is Kane.
You have eliminated Kane from the list.
Yes.
After looking at all these...
And not just because he's at the bottom.
Nope.
It's just my pick.
Because I looked over this list here, and I am taking off Booker T. Booker T is off the list.
Decent choice.
So next week
we have 23.
We'll eliminate 2 more.
So we're going to go to the top 23 next week, or next time we do the show.
Yep.
And we'll get you back down to the top 21 then.
Which next 2 out of that list will be gone.
Dun, dun, dun.
But let's go up here and let's finish up this part 3 as we're going over, and we're going to decide who goes into the finals for the greatest WrestleMania main event pay-per-view tournament.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be my pick. I'm gonna say what I picked for both matches, and then you say what you want to pick, and then we'll have to figure it out.
Okay.
My pick for match number 1 is WrestleMania 3. Did you say 3?
I was thinking 3.
You said it out loud, just didn't you?
I was going,
Oh, I thought you said 3.
I do like that, but oh, it's so tough. It's so tough.
It is tough. I love the Undertaker Shawn Michaels match. I do believe that the first one was a better match, though. Honestly.
But WrestleMania 3 put
WrestleMania WWE on the map.
On the map, yes.
Yes, the Rock and Wrestling. Yeah,
they became the leader in pay-per-views.
Yes, WrestleMania 1 started it all, but WrestleMania 3 skyrocketed.
Because WrestleMania 2 was a cluster, you know what?
It's bad.
And they come back with a WrestleMania 3, and it took off.
I think they realized they had to do something.
I know they're lying about the attendance, but hey, it's supposed to set a world attendance.
Huge people.
It was, yeah.
Huge one.
I mean, you do like that. You have WrestleMania 3 has to be in the finals. It does. It does. So WrestleMania 3 has advanced to the finals. Now, let's see what's the next one here. Will it be HBK and Bret, 6-man Iron Man match? Never have it. Or will it be Shawn Michaels and HBK with Steve Austin starting his
Austin
reign
era.
in the Austin era? Yeah,
has begun. This is my pick.
This is your pick, and I'll see if I may agree with you. I'm thinking I got one in my mind just from looking at it. So I know one's good, but the other it's unique. It's different. I may have just revealed what I'm picking.
You may have. My personal pick, because I feel like it did more for the business. I feel like it skyrocketed.
We are so split.
We are, because I feel like that this matchup skyrocketed the business to new heights. You got WrestleMania 3 a while ago that really skyrocketed them in the beginning.
In the 80s, yeah.
In the 80s, and I think in the mid-90s, that this particular match, which was Steve Austin defeating HBK with Mike Tyson as the enforcer, I believe that match skyrocketed the WWE to go and beat Nitro in the Monday Night Wars. I believe that this was part of what really helped them get over that hump. I believe that for that reason right there, it is a bigger match. There's more pageantry between HBK and Bret because it's an hour. I get all that, but with this is the Austin era.
It's only only 2 difference. 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 2. There's only 1 separating them. And you get phone calls too.
Yep.
People, we're so important.
We really are.
So the match that will take on WrestleMania 3 next time in Part 3 will be WrestleMania 14.
I like it.
I like it too. So we have Andre the Giant Hulk Hogan WWE title match, and we have Austin HBK with Mike Tyson as the enforcer for the WWF title as well. WrestleMania 14.
Yeah, blowing it up.
That will be huge.
That will be huge. WrestleMania 3, WrestleMania 14.
You're having, like I said, you pretty much laid down the finals, didn't you?
I did lay it down.
You laid down the finals, and at least we have more time to figure it out. So.
Yes.
Well, that's it, folks, for Part 3. Come on back to Part 4 of the list. That does not miss, and you may make the list if you keep on.
That's true.
Not watching Top Rope Reality.
We're going to talk about the Top Rope Reality story time with the unfinished WWE storylines that remain a mystery. We're going to talk about $1 Million Mania.
Oh, that was a great story.
Continue the non-shocking.
Yes.
9 shocking 2017 Royal Rumble returns that could happen. We're not going to tell you who it is. Nope. And then the PWI 500 Top 10, we're going to give you number 6.
And the final.
The final WWE star that failed as the guy.
Number 1 with a bullet.
Number 1 with a bullet. So come back and see all of that in pot number 4, the list.
That does not miss. And don't forget, episode 130, Facebook Live, and 125, our big, huge year-ender.
That's true.
I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm José Carter.
We'll see in a few clicks for Part 4 of the list.
It does.
You're on the list.
Not miss.
Okay.